teachers. I believe that they are one of the most responsible and important, crucial member of the society, in the view of the fact that their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Australian physician and author Helen Caldicott. Hello everybody, and good part of today again one more time our dear diligent and distinguished viewers, audience and angelic spectators, especially who are watching us in right now. And again one more time the team of Our Pride, just like always, blissfully and sincerely happy to commerce our today's unique and rudimental project to your attention. Undoubtedly and undeniably, we can say that without teachers, we haven't got any kind of doctors, chief executive officers, lawyers, jurisprudence, and etc. If we count all of them, the list goes on. And in that point, I'm going to thankful to my great teacher in this field. I'm in the journalistic sphere. I have also one of the best, well-educated person who is the head of masters, who is the head of editors in the Foreign Languages TV channel, Alisher Shaimov. Through our program, we will talk about the professional science, in particular scientific community who has been working hard several long years as a master of foreign languages, as well as to cultivate in the minds of younger generation. According to the custom of Our Pride project, that we will talk about the professional science, in particular scientific community who has been working hard several long years as a master of foreign languages, as well as to cultivate in the minds of younger generation. As you have guessed, today's hero of our high-scale project is a person who has several long years experience in the field of education, as well as English language teacher and the school counselor in Angren Specialized School, Jasur Hasanov. First of all, good part of today, our dear guest, Mr. Jasur Hasanov. Firstly, I'm going to say that thank you very much in advance for accepting our offer. We really appreciate your precisely time and work as well. And I hope that today's our interview will be very undeniably beneficial as well as useful for every educator, mentor, teachers, as well as students.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And first of all, just like the other ones, it's the custom of our TV project that to start our the project with the same question, just like, can you share with us your guilty trip of your history, of your journey, I mean about in terms of childhood? Can you share with us your sincere and flawless memories of your childhood memories, which you can easily remember with great admiration till these days? Because you know that any kind of small steps, any kind of small dreams for the bright future will be taken from the childhood. And the reason why it's a great period for everyone's life.
Okay, so that sounds interesting and unexpected question, because that makes me think about my early childhood. So I grew up in a small neighborhood in Angren town. I spent most of my time there until the grade 8, that is until the age of 15. Although my parents say that I was more interested in studying and education than my siblings, I don't think I was serious about my studies until the age of 15. So I was just like other kids, usual kids. I was quite playful, so I liked playing out with my friends, classmates, and also I was fond of watching cartoons. So I think I became more serious in my studies when I was a high school student after the grade 9th, yeah. And after that, after leaving school, so I went to higher education. I entered Uzbek State World Languages University. I graduated from translation faculty, and I went on with my master's degree at the same university. I got master's degree in linguistics, English linguistics. So that was my short journey. Yeah.
It's great, interesting for me, and as well as for the viewers as well. And my next approach is that where the first interest come from especially for the language, I mean the English language. Who or what has motivated you to choose this language, to learn, enhance your privilege knowledge about in terms of some kind of unique skills or methods, strategies, or some kind of criteria?
So I think I was not so interested in learning language at the beginning. So my interest appeared when I was in the second year of my high school. So because in the middle school I studied German, and I had tough time when I started at high school because we started learning English. So in the first year, so I pronounced some English words like German words, yeah, and my teachers were always angry with me. But in the second year, so interest appeared. Why? Because we had one special teacher. So why I call him a special teacher? Because he always kept speaking English, so in the classroom and outside the classroom. So we never heard him speak in his mother tongue. That's why, so I just looked up to him. I just wanted to be like him, and I wanted to speak like him all the time English, because his English was perfect. I just would like to tell one story about him, one case. So it happened in summer camp. We all went to summer camp with our classmates, and there were some male teachers too, and we were swimming in the pool, and all the boys and some male teachers also were swimming with us. But I saw that special teacher was not swimming, just he was watching us. And some male teachers just told us secretly just to catch him and throw it into the pool. And of course we were not sure about this, and we were a bit uncomfortable to do that. But he was quite young, and we just wanted to joke, and our teachers insisted us doing that. And 4 or 5 of us just caught him and threw it into the pool. Yeah. And to our surprise, so he was just acting like he was drowning, sinking. First, we thought that he was just pulling our legs, and we didn't pay much attention. But then we realized that things are going very seriously. And he was, so to our surprise, what surprised me at that time, that he was speaking English at that time, at this fatal situation. So he was yelling out, shouting out like, help, help. Even he was using English at that time. So I think, yeah, that special teacher inspired me to learn English. He was one of the best teachers, and he inspired me to be an English teacher, I think, yeah.
I'm sure that's your educational sphere. I mean, where did you study after the school? What kind of university? I mean, for the bachelor's degree and the MBA, I mean the master's degree, as well as what have you been most interested in since you were young? What profession did you originally want to be from your childhood?
So actually, as other kids, I dreamt to be an astronaut, because when we studied in primary school, teachers asked all kids who or what do you want to be, and I always and everybody used to answer that they wanted to be an astronaut or a doctor or a lawyer. But time passes, and dreams sometimes remain dreams, and life, life makes us to act realistically. I think my first teachers are my parents, because my father worked as a maths teacher, and later he worked as a school director for long years. And my mother was a nurse, and they were the best teachers for me. I think, yeah, I reckon I took after my father and I became a teacher, finally, yeah.
You took an example from your father, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. And where did you study?
So I studied
bachelor's?
in Uzbek State World Languages University. So I graduated from the Faculty of Translation first. Then I went on with my studies in master's degree in English linguistics. And after that I started working in Angren, Tashkent State Pedagogical Institute as a teacher. So I went on working in, nowadays I'm working in Angren Specialized School as a teacher and as a school counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great. And as an experienced teacher, several long years as well, how would you describe the high peak of your career? And generally, I'm going to add another option as well. Can you tell us your teaching philosophy in that way? Because we know that there are, if you wanted to enter any kind of specialized place or workplace, or if you wanted to apply any kind of job, they will be given several kind of rudimental requirements for the person, for the candidate. But everyone try to update them according to his or her unique style, according to his or her unique character, behavior, or methods, strategies, or eligibility criteria as well. How was the process went with you?
So it's a bit challenging question to answer because like most other people, I'm never satisfied with the work I do. But I'm quite thankful for God that for all the success and all the achievements I have gained so far. I think I have a lot of achievements. Some of them are, about 3 years ago, I was chosen as a core trainer within the ESN program. So ESN program is English Speaking Nation program, which is launched by the Ministry of Preschool and School Education and with US Embassy, in collaboration with US Embassy. So this program just chose 92 teachers, and all these teachers were selected by stage contests, competitions, and 92 of them were chosen, and they were given a scholarship to have a course to be trained in a TESOL course. So it means that we won a TESOL course. So it's quite pricey course. So it costs about $1,800 US dollars. And we were all trained for this by American trainers. With successful completion of this program, we were awarded a TESOL, international TESOL certificate, which gives right to become an international teacher. So it means that you can go abroad and work as an English teacher too. Also, one of the notable part in my career is that my being chosen as a finalist or as the winner of Fulbright Tea in 2023. So I became the winner of that program and had a chance to visit the US for almost for 2 months. So I spent 2 months there in Atlanta, in Georgia State, in the US. It was an exchange program. It is fully funded by US government, and from all over the world, so English teachers, not only English teachers, different subject teachers come to one place, and they have training, exchange program trainings. So I think this is one of the unforgettable moment in my career because I learned a lot. I saw diversity in the US, so I witnessed education process, education system in the US. So We were trained in the university, Georgia State University for a month, and also we had a field trip in US public schools. So it means that we saw real American classrooms and we observed the classroom. Sometimes I had the lessons, so I had culture lessons where I represented my country. So I introduced Uzbek culture into American classroom, yeah.
That's going to be really one of the adventures.
Yeah, and I think all these achievements, I'm not gonna stop with them because, as I always say to my students, that success is a journey, not a destination. So yeah, never ending. So, and I always just give recommendation to my students that never stop. When you achieve something very nice, so never stop, go on with it. So this is, yeah.
When you experience it yourself, especially for the cultural lessons in the USA, and what kind of collaborative differences did you mention there in terms of some kind of new ways of teaching methods in order to grab or attract the students' attention to the lesson?
Yeah. It was first, actually, it was a bit challenging because English American classrooms are diverse. So students come from different parts of the world, so you get to know about their culture. And first of all, I observed, I learned how their culture is and the behavior. And then, so I tried to also co-teach with American colleague. So there I used the methods which I learned in TESOL. So that is student-centered classroom. So I just made them work in collaboration in small groups, in pair work. So I organized some activities which is related to our culture. So I served them some Uzbek dishes, some dried fruits. So they were really happy, and they really felt glad that they got to know about Uzbekistan and Uzbek culture too. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, that's going to be a controversial topic in terms of teaching, because it's going to be really demanding job, but as well as, of course, require one of the most responsibility from a person, and to be a perseverance, fortitude, as well as, how can I say, responsible for any kind of things which go through in the pupils or students' life as well.
Yeah.
And the reason why, what can you say that, what is the best and the worst thing when it comes to teaching?
The best thing for being teacher is that when you see the result of your students, so this is the best moment, because teachers become even happier than their students when they see the result of their work. So it's a bit difficult, to be a teacher sometimes, because there are different types of learners in the classroom. Sometimes there are some difficult children. So stressful, a lot of workload, and of course teachers are also human beings, and they have a lot of things to do at home, in the family. In this case, teacher should be a nice psychologist, so they should just know how to manage the classroom, classroom management. If it is not done correctly, so it can cause a lot of stress. So that's why. So through some techniques, so teacher should cope with any problem in the classroom. That can be sometimes a problem in teaching profession.
Perfect. And as you mentioned earlier that you were working not only as a teacher but also as a member, director, if I'm not mistaken, of the school counselor.
School counselor,
the interconnection as well as cooperation with the USA. And the reason why Uh, what do you think? All of the PA teachers, I mean the main major, the students who are studying at the main major, especially dedicated to the teaching sphere, they are going to making huge effort for themselves in order to be a good specialist in this field. But not all of them can reach the higher position or higher degree that they want. And the reason why, from your personal point of view or from your personal experience as well, what do you think? What makes anyone who has a desire to be a good teacher the best in this field?
So I also work as a school counselor, and my job involves just dealing with the school leavers mostly, and I try to help them to choose profession too. Some of them just tell and approach me and ask me if I want to be a teacher, so do you recommend it or not? So first of all, choosing career is a different stuff, because you should just choose the profession according to your interests. And of course, you should just understand the ups and downs of each profession. So in this case, we have some surveys just to help them to choose the profession, choose the major. And I'm glad that these days a lot of students are just show willingness to choose teacher's profession too, because in our country, a lot of attention is being paid to teacher's job, teaching. And the prestige of this profession is going up and up. As a result, nowadays generation are just choosing this profession. They want to be professionals, and they want to be perfect teachers in the future. They also want to be like other successful teachers, so they see them as role models, and as a result, they want to choose that profession. Yeah.
From your several long years experience, how would you describe the impact of the language to the nation, state, and society? I mean, what do you think? How does language learning contribute to the overall development of a nation?
So language is the means of communication. So language is the means of gaining knowledge of other subjects. Also, language is an important part of culture. So we can say that national language is the identity of that nation. So when people are learning the language, so it means that they are unknowingly learning the culture at the same time. So that's why language is very important. That's why when students go abroad and for studying different majors, so even though they study there with the means of English language, so they are taught that country's language, because they want to just teach also at the same time the culture of that country.
Of course.
Yeah.
Perfect. And how many languages do you know generally?
So I know mother tongue is Uzbek, so I can speak Russian language, I can speak English, and also I can speak Turkish language.
Wow, that's great, amazing. And it's not secret that nowadays knowing more than 2 or 3 languages is rudimental, at their most demand for any kind of job, any kind of profession as well. And at the end of our conversation, I'm going to ask that what achievements in your life, or what kind of successful achievements in your life have you ever feel some kind of proud? Generally, have you ever satisfied all of your successful accomplishments in your life? And what else have you set a goal to achieve this year, and what is your plans for the future?
So, well, I think my family is my pride. So my mother and my father is always there when I need help. So I also have my lovely wife with 4 children and 2 daughters and 2 sons. So I'm really proud of them. So I should say that I don't have a lot of achievements, but I should say that I have a lot of students who achieved a lot. So I can say that their achievement are also my achievement. So the reason why when you see your students' results, so you become successful, you feel that you are successful. So a lot of my students are now studying at local, prestigious local universities, also in foreign universities. Also, some of them are studying overseas. So I should say one of my students who was very brilliant at school. So I just taught him to read English literature. So I have a private library in my class, which contains a lot of English literature. And he was Zohir Sharipov, and he was really into reading English literature. And I had more than 100 or 200 books in my library, and he read all these books twice, I think, yeah. And as a result, he ended up writing his own book. So here I have brought his own book. So it means that one of my students wrote a book in English when he was in his 11th grade. So the book is called The Survivor. So the author is Zohir Sharipov. So now he is the student of Webster University. So this is a gift for you. Okay.
Wow, thank you very much.
And also one of the students of Angren Specialized School, Mihrangiz Abduvalieva, now is studying in one of the public schools in the US. So he became the finalist in FLEX program. So that is student exchange program, and he had a chance to visit the US and spend 1 year in US public schools. Now she is in Denver, in Colorado State in the US, and having her education in the US. And she will come back here and finish again in our school. Also, some of my students are studying in Korea. So yeah, his name is Jawahar Nimatulayev. So he's also studying in Inha University in Korea. He's having international education. His major was IT, I think, yeah. I can say that reading is now like state policy in our country too. So we should promote reading more for our young generation. When I paid a visit to the US, so I saw English classrooms. So I had a chance to see secondary public schools. And what I noticed there is that teachers in high schools, provide opportunity for students to read for about 10-15 minutes at the beginning of each lesson. So it means that students do independent reading, and they write the characters or a short summary. So in this way, so they promote reading, they just form or develop reading skills in students. So this was one of the nice things in the US which I witnessed.
And at the end of my conversation, my interview as well, thank you very much one more time for the beneficial conversation. I hope that all of the information which was given in this interaction will be very beneficial for every viewers and Angelic spectators as well, especially for the educator who wants to enhance their knowledge or intellect in terms of teaching in an appropriate and imperfect way. Thank you very much, sir, and we wish you all the best in the upcoming year as well.
Okay, thank you for inviting me and for sharing, because after my visit to the US, so I have been organizing different seminars. So because I have to share all my experience and knowledge with Uzbek students, with the students in Uzbekistan, also with my colleagues, because I got a lot of insights, a lot of knowledge and experience in the US, in Georgia State University. So I am also quite thankful for the professors and teaching staff of Georgia State University in Atlanta. Thank you for inviting again.
It's the end of our Pride project that we would like to wish good health, wealth, long life and success our dear guests' future endeavor as well. Such type of highly educated, disciplined, dedicated and ecstatic goals people play an important role in our public life and society as our pride all the time. Take care, stay healthy and see you next time. Bye.